Technology has always been about turning human intention into action. Think about it. You tap a few buttons on your phone and food arrives at your door. You type a destination into a GPS and it guides you across a city. You send a message and someone on the other side of the world receives it almost instantly. Technology translates symbolic actions into real-world outcomes. Artificial intelligence takes that one step further. Now, language itself becomes the interface. Everyone talks about prompt engineering, but almost nobody asks why prompting feels so different from traditional programming. A prompt isn't code in the traditional sense, it's language. You don't force an AI to obey, you guide it. You refine your wording, you experiment with phrasing. Tiny changes can produce dramatically different outcomes. That should sound familiar. It points to a much older tradition of symbolic interaction. Historically, magical traditions placed enormous importance on precise wording, sequence, symbolism, preparation, and intent. The exact words mattered, the order mattered, the context mattered, not because language was believed to have power on its own, but because the symbolic system depended on using it correctly. Prompt engineering works in a surprisingly similar way. The model doesn't respond only to what you want, it responds to how you communicate what you want. I'm not saying prompts literally possess magical power. I'm saying they share structural characteristics with older forms of symbolic action. Both depend on language, both depend on structure, both depend on interpretation. Both are attempts to translate human intention into meaningful outcomes through an invisible system. Understanding prompts through this lens helps explain why people become emotionally invested in AI, why prompt engineering has become an entirely new literacy, and why our relationship with intelligent machines feels fundamentally different from our relationship with earlier technologies. That's what I call technomancy. It's not about believing machines are magical. It's about recognizing that, as our technologies become more conversational and more symbolic, they begin to resemble older systems humans have always used to shape the world through language.